Alright, that's enough of music that has no bearing on this case whatsoever. Hope everyone's doing well tonight. Hope you are ready to see the finale of Turnabout Samurai. Oh yeah, and for Wolverine's busting titties, just an absolutely amazing bust. Alright, so we're on the last investigation segment, which will be followed by the final trial segment. October 19th, 3:27 p.m., Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it.
Huh? Maya!
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive, and proof.
Wow! Good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up.
So, under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we've no time to waste.
Alright, Maya, what do you think we should do? I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume?
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
which means the killer has to be one of them.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to WP?
Oh, yes, we absolutely will. So... Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, WP! Only one day left! Let's make it count.
Yeah. Although there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh,
And what?
nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything more about Mr. Manella? Not that I want to hear anything more about this guy, but sure, I guess. Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high, and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping.
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Uh-oh. Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Sus. Well, do I have anything that you need to see? Oh, let me show you Cody's book. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these Steel Samurais in my life. These are the Steel Samurais that appear at the live shows. A fanboy collected all these pictures himself. Seeing things like this really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? The camera. Alright, that's the only new stuff I have to show him. Alright, Mr. Will Powers, I promise I'll get you off. And then I'll get you cleared of all charges.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station, if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive!
Oh, thank God. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. She always gets her way.
She seems bitter.
Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal, he's soft, a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt. I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
No. No, it doesn't, Maya. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this.
Oh, she's really pissed this time.
You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible.
I think it's extremely possible. Okay.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him? Like the director or the producer?
I think that's extremely possible.
Hey, Nick! It's Ms. Vasquez. Hello? Hello?
G-L-L-O! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently.
Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh! Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me.
I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off.
Oh dear.
Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai.
I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai.
You did it! Nick, she did it! She's the killer! My Fey blood speaks to me! I know it! I know it!
Oh dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella? If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer? By yourselves? Ah, oh dear. Okay, maybe I will go in the trailer by myself.
Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here.
I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Nothing in here that could be a clue, just some paper cups and crumpled documents. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Alright, there's nothing new in here, I don't think. So, let's go back to the employee area.
I guess they're not filming today, either. I did want to see them filming, just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Ah! No, 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 no! No, touch it!
Eek!
Sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean... I almost had a heart attack!
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof.
So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to those sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Okay, steak plate added to the court record. Found in the employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspects.
What do you think, Detective Gumshoe?
Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kinda bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it! Whoa. Talk about burns, pal!
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth!
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups? Bottles? Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Ah, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jackhammer's prints, on the bottle.
So that means...
Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. The sleeping pill bottle has been returned to the court record, found on a table in the employee area. Bears Jackhammer's fingerprints. Hey Gumshoe, look at my badge. Oh. wait. Well, I'm guessing I know as much about that as you do, pal. I.e., nothing. Okay, dick. Okay, you don't have anything else to tell me, I guess. So, let's check the dressing room one more time.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here?
Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so...
But what? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done, but this week is the last episode of The Steel Samurai. What? No!
I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer?
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Uh-huh. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true, then. The rumor?
Yeah. Ms. Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer.
She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt?
Dirt, you know, bad stuff.
I know what dirt means.
About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? An accident 5 years ago? Yes, in Studio 2. That trailer there was part of the film set. Could you tell us what happened? Sorry. I don't think I can. They really don't want us to talk about it.
What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai?
I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant.
No! No!
Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore.
What? Why?
I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand?
How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai?
It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow.
No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Ah, it's gotta be Cody's photo book. And this is... a fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died. And it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Ms. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on...
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Ms. Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see.
You know who knows more about this? Ms. Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Great! More Wendy.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance?
No, you got information that I need. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from?
Huh?
Nichols!
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to.
Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume! You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? Oh, I absolutely have it. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Here's my proof.
What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers?
That would be the lunch. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes. So?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Ms. Oldbag? Okay. You win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in.
Ms. Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant to any harm to anyone. Ms. Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Ms. Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Oh shit! Wait a second.
This is the picture.
Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on the top of those stairs there, with a tennis racket for some reason. He pushed the other actor, and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't much feel like talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Shows an accident involving Jack Hammer. Okay, looks like we gotta go to Studio 2. There's some flowers here.
Wow, so pretty! They're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. That fence looks dangerous. I don't know, maybe Oh shit, where'd she go? An incinerator. Apparently they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. This is where Salmonella and D. Vasquez ate. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
Something wrong?
I don't know. I'm getting this funny feeling. Something about this just feels odd, you know?
Can't say that I do. Trailer door. Okay. I guess she went into the trailer? Where the hell did she go? Oh shit, okay, she's still here. Okay, no, she only vanished because I was on the examine screen. Okay, hey, look at this photo of a traumatic incident. She's not even looking. Where? Oh, what? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right. Anyway, Ms. Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh?
It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind.
Your conversation interests me.
Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer.
Alright, guess we should blindly follow her.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about?
Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? And in an enclosed space with no witnesses. Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change.
So I'm a blackmailer now? Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Oh?
I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But, you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is all this about? You keep saying accident, accident! How are you so sure?
What do you mean?
Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident?
No.
No way!
You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it?
Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh. Well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too.
So that's why she had the photo.
She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys.
Oh, shit. Hello? Who are they?
Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased?
What?
The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it.
Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, they'll race away.
No!
Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me, now! Thank God, Gumshoe to the rescue.
Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it.
Gumshoe's about to No. Gumshoe's about to fight all these people single-handedly. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing.
Detective Gumshoe. Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared.
Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job.
Detective Gumshoe?
Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon.
Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Alright, final trial section. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation?
D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studios.
On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2.
As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here.
Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick! I know she did it! Make her pay! And also make sure she doesn't cancel the Steel Samurai.
Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. You're gonna start pantsing people in court, Nicholas?
I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 o'clock sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all.
I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you?
The van.
Hmm?
There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with the monkey's head toppling over.
Van added to the court record. Manila used this van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Okay, a little before noon. And what were you doing during that time?
Don't hit your desk. It irritates me.
Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops.
It was a 15-minute break.
Do you have someone who can verify this?
Sal.
No, I mean someone else?
One person is enough.
She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. Wrights of evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
I kind of wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
I don't have proof that she didn't eat, though. By yourself?
Yes.
And you didn't stop at the employee area?
No.
Are you always this terse?
Yes.
Oh dear. Did no one leave during the meeting?
No one.
Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony.
The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk.
And when exactly was that?
I've forgotten.
Maybe you could try remembering?
No.
The meeting ended at 4, and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5 o'clock. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean?
It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van.
Oh. Oh, right.
Okay.
You ate T-bone steaks. That seems the most suspicious, but what do I have to say that she didn't? Ha! As I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you that it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Ms. Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Ms. Vasquez? Tell me, how could a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Ms. Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order? Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Ms. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. But, Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it?
Yes.
Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I.
Any day, Vasquez.
Good luck, Nick! Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear.
Yes?
I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon?
You didn't. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would.
Huh. You see?
Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case.
Meaning?
The samurai spear was not the murder weapon.
What?
What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon by presenting this photo of the fence.
Take that!
Oh shit! Okay, wrong evidence! Shit. Shit.
Take that!
I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest? Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're...
Silence! I am the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed?
Well, Mr. Wright, Can you tell us what weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? I can tell you. I just gotta step ahead of myself. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. It was the damn fence. Look at this photo. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is all this about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does that have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And let's suppose, just purely for debate, that I dance, 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 and I dance, dance, dance. Let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet, the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Yeah, she absolutely could use it. She'd use the van. You'd be surprised. I bet she could do it. When people think their life depends on it, they can do amazing things. Mr. Wright, this is not an episode of That's Incredible. If you claim she did everything in 15 minutes, let me guess. Show me proof. Correct. Show me proof. How am I supposed to do that? Then I won't have you making unsubstantiated claims. Wait a second. How does he know what I'm thinking? Ha! I need only look at the cold sweat running down your face to know what you're thinking. Okay, fucking Professor X over here. Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to reconsider your claim? Well, Mr. Wright, she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body.
Interesting. Let's hear it then.
Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. In the company van. Ms. Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony.
There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me.
You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? No. Of course he wasn't. Ha! So, without Mr. Manella noticing anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body into the costume. Are you seriously suggesting that is possible? Of course I'm not serious. Ha ha ha! I was kidding to, lighten up the proceedings. Lighten? You can't lighten up a murder. Mr. Wright, the court requests you refrain from making claims in jest. Yes, Your Honor. Of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Ms. Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Ms. Vasquez, shall I continue?
No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun.
I win? So, what happens next? Don't, me? Don't you have anything to say?
What would you like me to say?
Huh? I've lost? Something like that.
I just said that.
Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer.
Who can say?
Huh?
Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer.
Right.
But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright.
What? Order? Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure.
Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving.
What do I do now? Testify again. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again?
Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time.
Damn. Damn! Come so far, only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez.
Objection!
Hello? Edgeworth? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see. Very well.
Objection!
Your Honor! I request that the witness testify again.
You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness!
I just want to hear your testimony again.
Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes.
Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed, verily, I'd say, ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth.
I was with Salad Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home.
I see no issue raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. We're real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Okay, I was with Sal and Oldbag when we found the body. Only Powers was absent. Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct?
So he says.
Did no one go to call him?
Remember
what?
There was a dead body lying in front of us. Yet you expect me to be calm.
You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around?
The other way around?
You discovered a murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Ms. Vasquez?
Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. He absolutely does, lady. How can you ignore that marvelous bust? That absolutely stands out. We often left him on the bus when shooting out location. No one noticed he was missing.
You were lying so much, and poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. You asked to be left out?
Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing.
But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question.
Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us.
Covered for you? Or covered it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. No, wait. How did you correct the trailer if the monkey's head was in the way? Never mind. I'm on the wrong track. I lost some life again. Okay.
You have to find something to peg this on her here.
You want me to peg her?
Or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
This was saddlebag. So you weren't questioned?
That's correct. I find these things distasteful.
Thinking back to when we first began this trial, we were under the impression that there was no one in the trailer at all.
I suppose.
Why is that?
Well, we were in a meeting the whole afternoon.
What's the point of talking about that to the police? She has got to be the least guilt-ridden, guilty person I've ever met.
You have to find something to peg this on her here.
Okay, yeah. What time was that?
We were to meet at 5 o'clock for the rehearsal. So I'd say it was then.
When exactly did you and Mr. Manella arrive at the studio?
About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costumes, mind you.
Where were the other employees when you got to the studio?
They weren't there yet.
Well, then you could have put Hammer in that costume with Salmonella's help.
Oh? What did I just say? Did I not just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies into any costumes? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy.
Boy! What was everyone else doing at that time?
No one said a thing. It was silent. Completely silent. So we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. Silence. Hey, Nick! Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up.
Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it?
She said because she saw him going toward the studio.
Right. The Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word?
Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all of this after the fact.
That photograph? Meaning the one taken by the security camera.
She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer.
I don't think there's anything in there I can use. The script and your direction notes?
Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen.
No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes?
Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything.
Why?
There was a murder, after all. But how did you know of it that early? Who could think of rehearsing after that?
Oh yeah, I guess. Very well, Ms. Vasquez, please continue. Thank you. Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Order, order. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal.
Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left them behind. But no, you couldn't have. I guess I'll press it again. How did you know about the injury? How did I know?
Sal. He told me.
Sal the director. Shit. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers.
What?
Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers.
Pretending?
One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured?
I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong.
I think not. Mr. Manella was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Ms. Vasquez? You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manella. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. I will have order. Witness! Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez.
Very well. I have a question for you.
Why are the real killers always so persistent?
Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing.
Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on the matter? I have a lot of things to say on the matter. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Ms. Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day, 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have?
Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine.
Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. She had no motive. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs, in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, do you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. So, you did do it, didn't you?
Yes. I am guilty. It was me.
Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Miss Vasquez!
What happened here?
Manuel fell from the trailer stairs!
Manuel! Manuel!
Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm!
No! No! How could this...
It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and...
No! Manuel! Manuel!
Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez!
No! Please. Please don't die. Please. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again.
Mr. Edgeworth? Where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright, Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Yes? Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty, and also super sexy. That is all. This court is adjourned. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because you were so well-loved. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show, and as a villain to boot. The kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I could have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh? Oh! Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh no. Huh? Is something wrong?
No! Of course not! Nick! Edgeworth!
Oh my fucking god, you guys, here it comes. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. He's actually telling the truth. He's actually a truther! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Gay boy! Unnecessary feelings? Oh my god, dude, I think you need to go to therapy. Yes, unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? My god, dude. And they only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. He has a crush on Phoenix and doesn't know how to deal with it, and he just said, "Get out of my school." Get out of my courtroom. Mr. Wright? Was that guy your boyfriend?
What? Boyfriend? friends, as if. They're rivals! Rivals! Right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess.
Huh? Why did I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick! Tell me! What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
Guess what? There's gonna be a whole case about that. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kinda surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time.
I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. But I sure am! That's me speaking as me, not as Phoenix. Alright, so that's a wrap on Turnabout Samurai. Now, the next case was the finale of the original game, but in subsequent releases, there's an additional case added on to bridge the gap between the end of this game and the beginning of the next. So there's actually five cases here, but the fourth one, just so you know going into this one, it was the original finale of this game. So now we start Turnabout Goodbyes. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas. Uh-oh. Edgeworth, what the fuck did you do? Alright, December 25th, 10 a.m. Alright, bright and early Christmas morning at Wright & Company Law Offices.
Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
Duh, Nick! Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one.
Oh. Is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course! Except, I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh, darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something?
Good idea!
So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news. A large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax, locals are confident their Gordy's the real deal. Boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
Nick?
Huh?
The water pressure's kind of low in that shower.
You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose?
Good idea, Nick!
Apparently, Fey blood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but This time, it's murder. Gourd Lake again. The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long, rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away? Huh? Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Yipes! Maya!
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect. In a murder.
What? When? Where? Why? How?
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
To the detention center. Spending Christmas in the detention center.
You know, Nick, we've all been in here one time or another, haven't we?
I guess it comes to the territory.
I'm not sure it's something we should mention to too many people. Ah!
Hey, Edgeworth, come back! What are you doing here?
Nick, I don't think he's in a very good mood.
Well, he is in detention on Christmas. Were you in a good mood when you were here? So, you've come to laugh at the fallen... Fuck, I fucked up that line. So, you've come to laugh at the fallen attorney? Then laugh. Laugh. Well, why aren't you laughing?
Nick, should we be laughing?
Nah, it's a trick. Laugh and he'll get mad. Or burst into tears. Edgeworth. We don't have so much free time we can spend it coming down here to laugh at you. Yes, you do. Actually, he's right. I hoped you wouldn't come. I didn't want you to see me. Not like this. I didn't want to see you like this either. Believe me. Edgeworth, tell me what happened. Why should I? What are you going to do about it?
Duh! We're going to help you, that's what!
Huh? Help me? You? Don't be ridiculous. Sorry? You're a novice. You've only been in 3 trials. Hey! Sure, you got lucky and won all 3, but your luck's bound to run out someday. You need real skill, right? Experience.
Nick! He's insulting you! Nick? Why am I always the one who has to get angry?
The murder took place at Gourd Lake, correct? Yes. Late last night. The lake is a long way away from your offices and the courthouse. Why were you down there? I see no need to tell you.
Mr. Edgeworth, you didn't really...
Gordy.
Huh?
I went to see Gordy.
Gordy? What's that?
I'll tell you later. Why won't Edgeworth talk to us? I don't know. Look at my badge, idiot. Your attorney's badge. Edgeworth. Let me defend you. Ha! Good one, right? But I'm not that hard up. Not yet.
What do you mean by that?
Me? Trust a wet behind-the-ears lawyer with only 3 trials under his belt? Never.
What?
My case is near hopeless, right? Every defense attorney I've talked to has turned me down. What? Simply put, they were afraid they'd lose. It occurred to me that it might be my fault that they lack confidence. After all, I did get every single one of their clients declared guilty. I don't believe it! Regardless, I don't want you involved in this. You in particular, I cannot ask to do this. Oh my god, the tension in this room. Okay, but did you do it? Edgeworth, this is really hard for me to ask, but you didn't do it, right? Right? Think what you will. I have only one request. Huh? Stay out of this case.
Why? But Nick is trying to help you.
I know. I know that. But I don't want your help, okay?
Why not?
Look, just go away and leave me alone.
Nick. Mr. Edgeworth did it, didn't he?
Maya, let's go investigate elsewhere.
But, Nick...
How did he disappear that fast? Did he just, like, slide down below the ledge there so we can't see him? Alright, Gourd Lake Nature Park.
This is where it happened?
Yeah, Gourd Lake is in the middle of this park.
I can see some police walking around in there.
Questioning people, probably.
Hey, isn't that Detective Gumshoe over there?
Well, pal, there's enough of us here. Anyone found anything? Sorry, sir. Nothing. Idiot! The trial's tomorrow. We need clues on the double. But sir, there weren't any clues. That's why we arrested that attorney, Mr. Edgeworth. It's clear, sir. He's the one who... Shut up! Just you try saying that again. I'll make you sorry if you do. So just get out of my face, pal. Yes, sir.
Detective Gumshoe's kind of scary today.
Recruits. Ah!
Eek!
Hey, you're that Harry guy. Harry Butts. Right, Phoenix Wright. Will he ever learn my name? And just what do you think you're doing here, pal? Investigating? Huh? Well, yes, I suppose. Well, I'm here to help. Ask me anything you want. Bring it.
He seems different than usual. I wonder what's up. Mr. Edgeworth hasn't actually asked us to defend him yet.
Huh? Oh, you don't say.
It's so sad!
Detective Gumshoe? Do you know what happened here? Huh? You don't know, pal? No. Wow, okay, Mr. Head in the fluffy pink clouds lawyer. Head in the... Huh? Never mind, I'll tell you. It happened last night about 15 minutes after midnight. There was a boat out on Gourd Lake. In that boat were two men. One of those men shot the other with a pistol. And
the shooter was Mr. Edgeworth?
the cop who arrived on the scene arrested him.
How did they get there so fast?
Well, there was a witness. When the report came in, we raced to the lake. A witness?
You don't think Mr. Edgeworth is a murderer, do you?
Absolutely not! It's impossible! I don't care if there's a witness either! I don't believe a lick of it!
Right! Who cares what the witness says?
I care!
You really believe in him, don't you, Detective?
Of course I do! But the police are pretty sure he's the killer. Nobody's even really taken this investigation that seriously.
Oh no!
After all the help Mr. Edgeworth has been to us, hard to imagine that no one's standing up to take his side.
Well, at least you are, Detective. At least you are. Is it true? No one will take Mr. Edgeworth's case?
Yeah, he's a bit of a celebrity. If you defended him and lost, your reputation would be sure to suffer. What's more, the case against him is... well, it's pretty solid. I suppose it would be if they have a witness. Hey, pal! Don't tell me you're going to turn your back on him too! Remember the Steel Samurai case? Mr. Edgeworth helped you get your client declared innocent. I know. I went to Edgeworth. I tried. He really doesn't want us to represent him. Especially not us, he said. What? Well, that doesn't make any sense, pal. You should have heard him talking about you after that trial. He kept saying, right, 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 over and over.
Nick? I'm not sure that's a good sign.
Neither am I. Why wouldn't he want your help? I don't get it. Who was this witness? Sorry, pal. That's confidential. Anyway, the witness saw everything, apparently. I'm sure they'll turn up at the trial tomorrow. Was there only that one witness? Yep. It was pretty cold out on the lake last night. And it was Christmas Eve, after all. Still, we're being thorough. You never know when you're going to turn up another witness. That's why we're here today, checking things out. So far, we're coming up empty.
Oh! It's Christmas today! I'd forgotten. What are you getting me for Christmas, Nick?
Talk to Santa. Detective Gumshoe, sir? What? Find something?
No, sir. Not yet.
But there was a call from the precinct. They want to hold an investigation briefing. A briefing? Right! I'm off. Oh. Sorry, pal. I guess you heard. I gotta go. Any last things you want to ask me about before I head back? I'll talk to your report.
Well, yes. Do you have any information on the victim?
Sorry. They haven't worked up the autopsy report yet. I'm still waiting for it myself. Actually, say, if you get the time, drop by the precinct. We can talk more there, pal. You're not coming back, Detective? Probably not, pal. So, what should we do if we have something to talk to you about? Ah, right. Are you gonna give me your phone number? Here, I'll show you how to get to the precinct. Come down and see me anytime. Oh, you bet I will, Detective. Directions to the police station are received from Detective Gumshoe. Oh, hey! Detective Gumshoe! What? We'd like to take a look around in the park. Can we walk around? Yeah, no problem, pal. You got my permission.
You know, Nick, I think there's something to be said for talking to people when they're busy.
Yeah, they don't have time to think about not giving you information.
Right! Now, let's get investigating.
Well, actually, do I need to look at anything around here? I feel winter's chill from the bare leaf trees today. What is it about winter that turns people into poets?
I don't know, but my toes are starting to feel numb.
Yes. My poetry has that effect on some people. The sign says Gourd Lake Nature Park. This place is full of families picnicking on the weekend.
But no waterfall.
Not many picnickers come here for spiritual training, Maya. My poetry has that effect on some people. Yeah, okay, former art student.
Wowzers! This is Gourd Lake?
Yup. I'm not sure it warrants wowzers, though.
Probably not. But hey, look at that snack stand.
Samurai dogs?
I want a samurai dog. Please? I bet they're great.
With a name like Samurai Dog, how could they not be?
They're a little behind the times, though. The kids are all into the pink princess now. I mean, like, you know?
Nope. I do not know. Huh.
Huh. Someone left some poppers here. You know, you pull the string.
And it goes pop. Yeah, I know the ones. You see them a lot around New Year's.
Hey, Nick! They might be a clue. Let's take them.
Come on, admit it. You just want to pop them, right?
Was it that obvious?
Poppers. Take those. I suppose it couldn't hurt. Huh? Where'd they go?
Into my pocket.
Poppers put in pocket. A classic party noise maker. Pull the string, it goes bang. Not very clue-worthy. The trash can is empty. At least the place is well maintained. A hot dog stand. It's closed. The Christmas fringe looks a little half-baked. The banner reads Samurai Dogs. Somebody needs to redecorate. A lineup of plastic benches. I guess the idea is you buy a hot dog and eat it here. I doubt anyone would sit here and eat on a day like this. Except maybe Maya, if she had a samurai dog.
Wow. Gourd Lake is really big.
Yeah.
Say, Nick. Why is it called Gourd Lake?
Oh. Well, a long time ago, they used to grow gourds here.
Whoa, no way! I was sure it was because the lake looks like a gourd when viewed from above. You know, like an hourglass shape?
Well, it is shaped like a gourd, actually. But that's just a coincidence.
Oh, okay.
Damn, a whole lot of nothing here.
I like it here, Nick. Look, someone's camping.
They've got guts camping at the scene of a murder.
Hey, Nick! If they were camping here last night, they might know something about the murder.
That's true. Good call, Maya. Let's go talk to them. His SUV has seen better days. It's dented all over. I can't believe anyone would drive their car down here.
Hey, Nick!
Oh, what? Don't tell me you're hungry again.
No, I was just wondering, why are camping pots and pans made of aluminum?
And they didn't talk about that in any of the law books.
So there's no law saying they have to be made out of aluminum, then?
I'm not having this conversation. The sign says no camping. Funny place to pick to pitch your tent.
Wait, what if the sign said, no setting tents on fire?
I don't think they have signs like that.
Oh.
Bummer. This camera has a mic and some sort of attachment. It must take pictures when triggered by a noise.
Wow, cool! Let's try it out. Hi, I'm Nick. Maybe I'm not saying it loud enough. Hey, I'm Nick!
Huh.
Nick!
Will you stop that?
Maybe it's broken?
Don't kick it! Maybe it isn't set to respond to voices?
Well, what then? These things?
The party poppers? Oh, it seems it is extremely set to respond to that kind of noise.
Well, it responded. Yeah! Hey, you! Get your hands off of that! Eek! What in the Sam Hill? Look what you've done now. There goes a whole roll of film. Sorry's nice, but it don't pay my bills. Y'all know how much a roll of that film costs. I'll pay you back. What were y'all thinking setting off a party popper in a place like this? Well, what? Don't try and play stupid with me just because you think I'm some country bumpkin. Hey, I know how y'all Yanks think. I say, those southern folks talk with that exaggerated drawl. Why, they must be dumb. Well, let me tell you, just because I might be dumb don't mean we all are. Help! And who are you now, her chaperone?
Yeah, no, rather, we're, sort of friends?
Just figure out what y'all are gonna say and say it for bejesus's sake. God, I'd rather sit through another one of Papa's draws than listen to you stutter all day.
Oh boy. I guess we should prepare for the film.
Watch it!
Yes, ma'am. On second thought, I'll pay later.
I'm really sorry. What? Can't you see I'm changing the film with my camera here? Someone, I'm not naming any names, but someone used up a whole roll. Sorry.
That didn't work. I wonder if I have anything to show her that could get her attention. Oh shit, I meant to ask her name.
What? Can't you see I'm
oh, she's gonna say that over again? What can I show her? Show you my badge? This is my badge.
Huh? Ain't badges supposed to be all shiny and impressive? You a cop or something?
I'm a lawyer.
What? Y'all ain't gonna try and pull one of them lawsuits on me over that film now. Cause I'll have y'all know I'm a fighter and I wrestled meaner looking things than you.
No, that's not it at all. We're here investigating a murder that took place here on the lake.
A murder? Sounds cool. Why didn't y'all say that in the first place? Go ahead, ask me anything you like.
Finally, some cooperation. Yeah, I finally get to flex my southerner privilege.
You two, y'all can come out of hiding now. I won't bite. Hard.
Come to think of it, where did Maya get to?
Sorry. I was feeling a little overwhelmed. The culture gap and all. Never you mind, honey. I can talk Yank for you if it pleases you. Thanks! I think I'll be okay. Great then. I'm Lotta. Lotta Hart. But y'all can call me Lotta. I'm here for photographing meteor showers for a research project. Mighty pleased to meet you.
Alright. Now we can communicate.
Oh yeah, when was that murder anyway? I ain't seen much television lately.
It happened late in the night on Christmas Eve.
That's so. Christmas Eve.
A man on a boat was shot. Did you see anything?
Well, let me see. A boat, you say? I reckon I might have seen one. Not sure, though. Y'all gotta remember, I've been watching this here lake for a good 3 days now. I've seen enough boats to choke a mule. Kinda hard to remember which I seen when. So, what is it you do, Lotta? Huh? Me? Y'all don't really want to know that, do ya? Actually, I'm a research student at Country U, right? Right in the heart of the heartland. Wow, neat! Nick, she's a research student at a university, Country U.
So I hear. So,
when did you come up here? Let me see. I guess it was about 3 days ago.
Where are you photographing?
Didn't I tell y'all that already? Meteors! Yep, meteor showers.
Falling stars?
That's quite a camera you have there. Y'all better know it. It's German made. A genuine Solingen.
Isn't that where they make knives?
Good night, Neil. Thanks for coming by.
I honestly don't remember how long these parts take, so I'm not sure if I'll make it. I'm not sure if I'll do the first court section here too. I think I might just have to do the first investigation part and then call it.
So what's the device you have stuck to the camera? Huh? Device? Your camera went off all by itself when I fired my party popper. Oh, that mic triggers the shutter whenever it detects certain sounds. It's programmed to pick up loud noises right now. A programmable camera? Neat!
Lada's camera added to the court record. Set to automatically take a picture when a loud noise is detected. Faces the lake. Alright. Guess that's all I have to talk to her about at the moment. Let's check out the boat rental shop.
Nick, what is this place?
A boat rental shop. Closed for Christmas, it seems. I guess a murder taking place on one of the boats won't be good for business either.
Boat? I've never ridden on a boat.
Really? Well, how about we go out on one when the trial is finished?
Hey, good idea! You bet!
A small boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone is around. They're probably closed because it's Christmas. There are some boats floating at the dock. Was one of these boats used in the murder, I wonder?
Nick?
Huh?
I changed my mind. I don't really want to go for a boat ride.
There's more forest off that way. I doubt I'd find any helpful clues in there. Okay, nothing at the boat rental. So, your camera. It triggers on loud explosion noises?
Yep.
Actually, the victim in the case we're researching, he was shot with a pistol.
A pistol?
Right. Now, wouldn't a gunshot make a similar noise to our party popper?
I guess it would.
Your camera didn't get a picture of the murder, did it?
Hey! Y'all are pretty bright.
Huh?
I see what you're saying. Tell you what, I'll have a look-see at my film.
It would have been a photo taken late last night.
I checked him once, don't remember if there was anything on him, though. What if I got something? I could be a witness to a genuine murder! Yeehaw! I'll go check that film. Y'all come back now, you hear? She went inside her SUV. I guess we should come back later.
Okay, I guess that's my cue to go back to the precinct and check up with Gumshoe.
I guess Detective Gumshoe is still in that meeting.
Hey! Thanks for coming down, pal!
Detective Gumshoe!
We just finished the meeting. For better or for worse. I get the feeling we're in for some bad news. I do just want to see Gumshoe. Do you know anything about the victim yet? No. Still can't ID him.
Has Mr. Edgeworth said anything?
Not a word. So, how did the meeting go? I can't tell you, pal. You're a lawyer. True. You know, I don't know what to believe anymore. Sure, Mr. Edgeworth's human like you or me. Still, I get the feeling that if he'd done something wrong, he wouldn't go hiding it. That's just the kind of guy he is. Why can anyone else see that? This case would be over in like an hour if Edgeworth wasn't pouting. That's honestly really true.
So, they think that Mr. Edgeworth did it?
Well, the trial's starting tomorrow as scheduled.
I see.
Hey, in the end you did tell us about the meeting. Don't go telling anyone else, pal. Yes, sir. Do me a favor. Stand by Mr. Edgeworth. He needs help, and you're the ones to help him. I'm sure he's got some reason why he won't talk to us.
Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe, how come you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much?
Well, I think that was obvious. We got a strong working relationship, us two. We trust each other, and that's how it works.
A working relationship?
See, Mr. Edgeworth always gets his defendants declared guilty every time. Yeah, his methods might be a little extreme at times, but there's a reason. He trusts our investigation, see? He trusts us to get the right man. That's why I work extra hard, pal. We gotta earn that trust he places in us.
I see.
Mr. Edgeworth is a man you can trust, and you have my word on that. I was wondering, did you ever get that autopsy report? Oh, that? Yeah, I made a copy for you. Alright, autopsy report. Time of death, sometime on the 24th or 25th. Cause, 1 bullet shot to the heart. Thank you.
Nick,
Huh?
can you show me that photo of the victim? That face!
Someone you know?
I don't know. I just have this feeling that I met him somewhere a long time ago.
Look at my badge. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now. What about the camera? Never mind. And now we get to meet my friend the Blue Badger. Hey, is that the police department's mascot? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it. That's my mascot. I see. How nice. I'll get him assigned mascot of the Criminal Affairs Department if it's the last thing I do. Good luck! If I had a moat wall on, you could feed Gumshoe Doritos. I'll see if I can do that for next time. Good luck! These are the detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I'd expect. Guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Alright, hands against the wall, all of you. Don't even think about escaping. I got eyes in the back of my head. He must be doing image training for arrests. This must be the chief of detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Gord Lake? Gord, he's sighted? I don't believe it. Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Alright, yeah, that's all we got right here. Oh my god, he's just hiding! What is it?
Oh! Nothing. Just, something's been bothering me. Could you show me that autopsy report once more? Hey! I remember now! This guy! He's a lawyer that was at the office Mia worked at. I met him once when I went there to hang out with Sis.
That office? Wait, you mean Grossberg's office?
Right, that guy.
That was the last name I expected to come up. Maybe I should go talk to him, for old time's sake. Huh, still hasn't gotten his painting back. It's been a while since I was here last. Mr. Grossberg is out as usual.
Hey, Nick, look at the wall.
That painting is still missing. Mia must have known about the deal with Mr. Grossberg and Red White. She kept track of all of White's extortion and blackmail rackets.
Why is that wall there a different color?
A big painting was hanging there until recently.
Huh. What happened to it?
Well, he gave it to someone.
I bet he gave it to some romantic interest. Love blooms eternal, Nick.
Yeah. A solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster.
Hey, Nick! I want a desk like that in our office, too.
I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to sit at a desk like that yet.
Huh? I meant for me!
You'd better start saving your allowance, then. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read.
Well, then let's take them back to our office. You won't miss them.
We don't need them.
Then can we take that wooden bear?
It is kind of cute. An expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available.
I think our Charlie is cuter.
Right. He's a really cute plant. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I could tell someone here's got money to burn.
We should put things at our client table, too.
I'm not really into smoking. Cigarettes, that is.
We should put out candy, or gum.
Classy. Mia's favorite plant. Its name is Charlie. Maya's got the knack of watering it lately. Charlie's been perking up these days. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it stood in my hand. Then my foot hurt, too. Mia's desk. If we had more clients, I'd probably sit here more often. Lately, I've been spending more time on the couch watching TV. Looks like it's a cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. I can see the bellboy getting the angle of that screwdriver in the drawer just right. Maya brought in a poster of the Steel Samurai the other day. We had a big fight over whether to put it up or not. I know she's just waiting for a chance to sneak it up on the wall. Okay. Detention center. Still nothing.
Hey, y'all!
Mind Edgeworth.
Lana! Wait up a sec. We got bingo. Bingo? My automatic camera took 2 pictures last night. Hey! This is them. Take a look.
Wait.
See? See? He's shooting him with that pistol.
It looks like that, yes.
But you can't really tell who that is shooting. Yeah, well, there's enough out there. There's enough fog out there last night to strangle a bullfrog. But, you know, seeing these photos reminded me of something. What? I saw the murder happening. I'm a witness. What?
Are you serious?
Of course.
How do you forget? Never mind.
Y'all reckon I should tell the cops?
I reckon no. Reckon no.
What's that? Now don't y'all think y'all can pull one over on me just 'cause you speak the lingo. I know enough to know that when you see a murder, you best tell the cops. It's my obligation as a citizen. Hey, so I'm off to talk to the cops. Y'all can have this photo. Later.
Wait, Lotta,
What? Can't y'all see I'm kind of busy?
tell us what you saw too, please.
Nice try, honey, but I wasn't born yesterday. I'm a witness, and that means I'm on the side of justice, and that means the cops.
Oh.
I'd sooner eat the south side of a northbound skunk than tell you. Lotta! Don't want to get your skivvies in a bunch. Friends today, enemies tomorrow. Or was it the other way around? No matter. I'm gone. Hey, maybe they'll let me do some testifying. Hot damn! She left. Oh, well, that's one more witness. What do we do now, Nick?
Well, if she saw something, there's not much we can do about it. Question is, what exactly did she see? I guess we'll find out in the trial tomorrow. Lake photo added to the court record. Taken automatically on 12/25 at 12:15 a.m.
Looks like the police have given up their interviewing.
Hey! What the fuck?
Ah! Nick, I think Santa's mad at you.
Long time no see, Nick!
Nick, you know Santa? Wow, Nick and Saint Nick. Hey, I see the connection.
Don't be ridiculous! Dude, it's me! Larry? What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm working my day job. I sell samurai dogs. Want one? Gotta get money for dates, you know? My girl Kianse deserves the best. Kianse? Not another model, I hope. Kianse's a fine, fine woman, Nick. It was her idea that I wear this costume. She was all, "You go, girlfriend," you know? She bought this costume for me. That's great, Larry.
Wow, a Santa costume. She must be really nice.
Whoa! Cute! Nick, who's she? She's not your... Not my... Ew, Larry, stop! Stop, 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 stop! No, she's not!
I'm his partner, Maya Fey. I'm, the little sister.
Sister? Wow, Nick, must be tough. Working 9 to 5, having to take care of a little sister?
No, I'm not Nick's sister. I'm my older sister's little sister.
Sounds great. Don't worry, Maya, he's not listening. Hey, Larry. There was a murder here last night. And since you work here, have you heard anything?
Nick, you're wasting your time. Last night was Christmas Eve. He was with Kianse, obviously. He wouldn't have been standing out here in the cold. Uh-huh.
I think what you just said caught him off guard, Maya. No, it's just... Kianse's not in town right now. She's in Hawaii on a photo shoot. A model. I knew it. Well, anyway, there was a murder here on the lake. The trial's tomorrow. Huh. Neat. The defendant is Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth.
Nick? Why would Larry know Edgeworth?
Whoa, Nick! You don't mean that Miles Edgeworth? Old Edgy? Yeah, he's a murder suspect. Whoa! Murder?
Huh? You know Mr. Edgeworth, Larry?
Yeah, of course! Edgy was in the same class as us in grade school.
What? So, Mr. Edgeworth was your classmate, Larry?
Yeah, Nick, him, and I used to hang out all the time.
Wow, I never knew.
Don't get me wrong, he's always been kind of a stick in the mud. Studying all the time, trying to be like father.
Like his father?
Yeah, Edgy's pop was a famous defense lawyer back in the day.
Wow. Wait, you said defense lawyer.
Yeah.
Wait a second. But Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecuting attorney.
What? Edgy's got a proboscis on his knee?
No, he's a prosecuting attorney. That's like the total opposite of a defense lawyer.
Huh. Go figure. He always used to talk about defending the weak who were unable to defend themselves. Man, he used to go on and on about man's duty to society and all that. What a bore. I wonder what changed his mind, though. Do you know, Nick?
Nick?
He totally knows.
Tell me about the dogs.
Huh? Oh, you mean the samurai dogs?
Why are they samurai dogs? I mean, they look kind of gourd-shaped.
Oh, well, originally they were gourd dogs. You know, like guard dogs?
Ouch.
The samurai thing was Kianse's idea. She's my woman, you know? She was all, change the name and you go, girlfriend. She made me that banner. Man, the kids can't get enough of those samurai dogs.
Something about that just seems wrong.
Oh, and guess what? We're getting a ton of customers here at the lake, what with the big news.
The big news?
Yeah, Gordy.
Gordy? What's Gordy?
Huh? You mean you don't know? It's here in this very lake. A giant, mysterious monster. Gordy.
A monster?
Yeah. Check it out. This is an article from yesterday's newspaper. There's a photo.
Wow, it's really real. Nick, a monster! A real monster!
Yeah. It's probably just a log or something, right? Hey, there's a quote here from the person who took the photo. Huh. What's this? I set the camera to automatic, and when we got into the frame, I heard a loud bang, like an explosion, followed by the sound of something slipping into the water.
I wish I could have seen it.
Why would there be a sound like an explosion? Larry, could I borrow this article from you? Sure, no problem. That'll be $1 million.
1 million? Grow up, Larry.
He just like takes it from him like, thank you. Gordy article added to the court record. Look at my badge, Larry. Huh? Ah, that's your attorney's badge, isn't it? Dude, you really helped me out back in that trial. Sorry, I can't really pay you. Because you blow it all on Kianse. But you can have all the dogs you want.
Really?
Larry, if you let her at your dogs, you won't have any left for the other customers. Hey, no problem. That's what makes her happy, you know? How many times do I have to remind you that it was me who got you off the hook? What's this? No, my eyes have been getting pretty bad lately, Nick. Actually, the photo's blurry, Larry. It was taken last night. Last night? Hey, Larry, you know this guy? Who's this? I don't know, that's why I asked you. Who's this, Maya?
Well...
What's that? It's a camera. You take pictures with it. Huh?
Larry, you don't know what a camera is?
Of course I know! Hey, you're looking at a bona fide junior high graduate! I was talking about the weird contraption on that camera. Oh, that. Well, it's hard to explain. Just forget about it. Well, don't go showing me it then. Jeez. Sorry, Nick. I don't know much about that. I'm just a simple vendor of samurai dogs, dig? Okay, that's all he can tell us.
Not a gumshoe in sight.
If you're looking for Detective Gumshoe, he's in the questioning room. Apparently an important witness turned up. He'll be in there a while.
A lot of heart. It has to be.
Uh-oh. Alright, no Gumshoe. Still no Edgeworth. Maybe Grossberg now? Oh, thank God. Ahem! Ah, that old familiar clearing of the throat. Aha! You're Mia's... something, are you not? I was her understudy, yes. Phoenix Wright. Aha! And you're Mia's... something too, are you not?
Her little sister, yes.
Well, you've grown. You've come to look a lot like your sister, you know. It takes me back. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, sir? Yes. I beg your pardon. Of course you came here to discuss something. What is it, then? Something the matter? I need you to tell me who this guy is. Strange. I feel as though I've seen this man somewhere before. Did you remember? He was a lawyer, here in my office. That's Hammond. Robert Hammond.
Mr. Hammond?
And you say this is the man Miles Edgeworth shot? I'm saying he's dead, I'm just not saying Miles Edgeworth shot him. There was a murder last night. A murder? You haven't heard? I, just got up, you see. Well, Miles Edgeworth shot someone with a pistol. Edgeworth? What? Who did he shoot? Well, the identity of the victim is still unknown. This is terrible news indeed. I guess he hadn't heard anything. Who is this Hammond guy, anyway? Mr. Hammond. He was the defense attorney in that case. That case? Yes, the DL6 incident. DL6? Why does that sound so familiar? Perhaps you remember? I'm sure someone mentioned it during the trial for Mia's murder. That was the incident where the police were so at a loss they used a spirit medium.
Wait, you don't mean... Was that medium my mother?
Yes, my dear. The spirit medium, Misty Fay, your mother, contacted the spirit of the victim. But the case was a loss. No conviction was made. The DL6 incident, yes. Happened 15 years ago. A very strange case indeed. They never caught the criminal, right? Correct. Misty Fay used her powers to talk to the spirit of the late victim. Her testimony led to charges being laid against one man. But Mr. Hammond won the case and the suspect was declared innocent.
And the police blamed my mother, calling her a fraud. You were the one who helped her out then, right, Mr. Grossberg?
Yes. Yes, quite.
Thank you.
No, please. Just don't mention it. DL6. Never thought I'd hear that name again.
But wait! What does that case have anything to do with Mr. Edgeworth?
It has everything to do with Mr. Edgeworth, my dear. The victim in the DL6 incident was none other than his father, Gregory Edgeworth.
What? His father?
If you want to know more, you should ask him yourself. Show him this. I'm sure he'll talk to you.
Wait, this is a photograph of my mother.
Misty face photo added to the court record. Mr. Grossberg? Whatever happened to that painting? Oh, yes. I do not think it shall ever be coming back home to this office. I can't exactly claim it as stolen. I suppose it's my just desserts. Old, bitter desserts. Alright. So... are you back here now? Yay. What's this? I was hoping you'd gotten my message the first time. Edgeworth? What about your defense? It's no concern of yours. Guess he hasn't found anyone yet. Edgeworth? It's only been a matter of hours since you last visited. And yet you've made incredible progress in your investigation. I'll admit it, I'm impressed, right? You were always single-minded in your work, though. Once you start on something, you always see it through, don't you? About the DL6 incident. Right. DL6. I didn't want you to find out about it. That is why I refused your offer to defend me. I'm sorry if it sounded like I thought you weren't up to the job. I just wanted to keep you away from DL6. So, do you still think it would have been better for me to stay away? I don't know. But I see no point in hiding anything from you now. Very well. Ask whatever you like, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. The DL6 incident was when my father died. Right before my eyes. He was shot and killed, and I saw it all. My memories from that time are foggy. I suppose it's a self-defense mechanism. In any case, a suspect was arrested. A man. It's pretty clear he was the only one who could have killed my father. The spirit medium they used to talk to my late father said the same thing. It was an attorney by the name of Robert Hammond that cleared the suspect's name. And Hammond is the victim in the Gourd Lake murder? Correct.
That spirit medium. That was my mom.
What? You mean you're... It's strange. I thought that terrible incident was about to end, and now... this. About to end? The DL6 incident happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, on December 28th.
December 28th?
The statute of limitations on the case runs out in 3 days.
What? Nick? What does that mean?
When a case's statute of limitations runs out, legally, the case never happened. 3 days from now, DL6 will be closed. Forever.
What happened to the suspect? The one who got off innocent?
I don't know. He disappeared from public view. Nobody knows where to. If he's still alive, he'd be about 50 years old now. I guess I can understand why he'd go into hiding. It'd be hard to live a normal life after being a murder suspect in such a big case.
So, was your father a lawyer?
He was. Gregory Edgeworth. He was quite famous at the time, apparently.
So, you were sort of trying to follow in his footsteps.
I'd rather not talk about it. Look at my badge again. Your attorney's badge. I can't say I really want to see one of those right now. I'm sorry. I can't think of anything I want to say about that. What's that? I'm not in the mood for idle banter, right? Who would have thought there'd be a photo? Edgeworth. Did you shoot him? What do you think, right? I don't think you're the kind to point a gun at anyone, no.
So you didn't shoot him?
No, I didn't. It wasn't me. Right. Huh? It pains me to ask you this now.
I know, you want us to defend you.
Yes. Will you?
Of course.
Ah, who could have guessed this day would come? Not me. This is my chance to finally pay you back.
Pay him back?
Pay me back? For what? I don't remember ever doing anything for you. Never mind. I guess you don't really need to know. My letter of request. Please give it to Detective Gumshoe. Well, I guess we should. What's that?
Earthquake! Nick! It's a big one! It's calming down. Whew. That was scary.
Huh? Huh? Oh, where's Edgeworth?
There. He's on the floor in a ball, shivering. I guess he doesn't do so well with earthquakes.
I've heard of rutting, but curling up in a ball?
Well, I guess we're done. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem like he's going to stand up anytime soon. Let's go, Nick.
Right. We have to give Edgeworth's letter of request to Detective Gumshoe. And I can't do anything to comfort Edgeworth? Are you shitting me? That's unfucking fair. What's going on here?
Eek!
What's wrong, Detective? This wide lady comes in here just a while ago. She says she came to talk to y'all after hearing what Mr. Wright had to say. What's this all about, pal? A lot of heart. Why are you going around finding more witnesses? You want me to give Mr. Edgeworth the death sentence, pal? No, not at all. Just, I mean, she did see something. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't go around covering up evidence. You trying to say something about the way I do my job? No, sir. You should be able to, like, hug him or suck him off a bit or something. Dude, I don't know. I don't think, like, the Phoenix-Edgeworth relationship is consummated for, like, another 10 years or fucking something. Look what I got. Hey, you did it, pal! Glad I waited till the last minute to file those papers. I'll rip them up and start new ones for you. Thanks, Detective. Well, see you in court tomorrow, then. Good luck, pal. Hey! You guys feel that earthquake a little while back? I was worried.
Worried? We're fine. I lived out here my whole life. I'm pretty used to them by now.
Oh, I wasn't worried about you two. I was worried about Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, right. He did seem to overreact a little now that you mention it. Well, I'm not surprised. It was a pretty big quake. I'm going to go check on him. You two go eat and get your rest for tomorrow's trial. Later!
I wonder what it is with Mr. Edgeworth and earthquakes.
I wonder. He was never that scared of them when he was in school. Then again, I only really got to know him in 4th grade. He transferred to another school after that. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Alright, that's where we end it for now. For tonight, at least. We'll go to court on Friday. So, that's a lot, and there's still a lot more to come, too. Good night, everyone. Thank you for coming by, as always. Hope you're enjoying the character-driven story and relationships and all this. I will see you all on Friday night. Sleep well, everyone.